This afternoon I asked Dennis Canavan why he believed campaigners like Patrick Stewart are wrong.
I have grave concerns about this bill, and my concerns are based partly on my personal experience and my family's experience. If I can take my personal experience first, I've been retired now for 15 years. If I'm spared, I'll be 80 in a few weeks' time. And since I retired, I have had 2 life-threatening illnesses. None of them turned out to be terminal, thanks to the National Health Service. But I can think of many people in my age group who, if this suicide option becomes a reality, they may feel not just tempted, but they may feel pressurized to take the suicide option because they feel that they will be a burden to their family or a burden to the state. And as far as my family is concerned, when I was first elected to the House of Commons nearly half a century ago, I was the proud father of 4 young children. Now they're all dead. 3 of them died of terminal illness, and I had the agony of watching 2 of them die, and I would not wish that on any parent. But I must say this, that the standard of care which my children received through the National Health Service, and also the palliative care which one of them received at our local Strathcarron hospice, was excellent. And I refuse to accept that this suicide option or assisted suicide option is necessary to ensure a dignified death. My children died in dignity.
That's a very powerful story. Those who are proposing this legislation, like Liam MacArthur, say that there will be safeguards in the legislation, that nobody will be pressurised, that there will be counselling, that in the end, if someone's got a terminal illness, they think for them, if they are of sound mind, they should be able to take that decision.
Well, sometimes pressure might not be visible to the medical practitioner. The medical practitioner may not know all the family circumstances, and there could be pressure coming from a family or some other sources, maybe somebody looking to benefit from the dying person's will. I think that the safeguards are inadequate. And may I say this, that as far as dignity is concerned, that there's nothing dignified about a qualified doctor who has trained for years to save life than being involved in helping people to commit suicide. That goes against even the old Hippocratic oath which doctors used to swear to many years ago. This bill would be a contravention of that.
Again, those who support this say that if someone does have a terrible terminal illness, they could be in terrible pain, that actually it is best for them, if they can make that decision, to take that decision themselves, and it's better for them, and it might also be better, it might save their relatives the agony.
But the answer, as far as terminal illness is concerned, is more investment in palliative care. And it's interesting that in the countries where assisted suicide or euthanasia is legal, any increase in investment in palliative care is less than that in countries where such practices are still unlawful.
Some politicians who voted against this the last time have changed their mind. For example, Ruth Davidson voted against, and she says it now weighs in her conscience. For the mind to stay clear and the body to be crippled in unendurable pain with certain knowledge of a slow death outcome where the law says endure you must, goes beyond conscience. That's how she put it. How would you respond to that?
Yes, indeed. Well, Ruth Davidson is no longer a member of this Parliament, but I hope that members of the Scottish Parliament will act on their consciences in this matter. And there is some indication, according to the consultation document, about the level of public support. Some people claim that the bill has a majority public support. I'm not so sure that the public have thought through the detailed implications of the bill. And I would say to all members of the Scottish Parliament, think things through. By all means, yes, listen with respect to the voice of your constituents, but you cannot agree with everyone on an issue like this. You've got to come to an opinion, and sometimes it is the duty of parliamentarians to stand up and lead public opinion rather than slavishly follow in its wake.
Des Canavan, thank you very much indeed.
Okay.